At the University of Billy, we pride ourselves in common sense. I call it genius. You never find it in political or government discussions. So we've been dealing with COVID for a while. We will continue to deal with it, and it's time we have some clear COVID common sense that will help us moving forward. 4 things I think you need to believe or accept. Number 1, accept that you are going to get COVID. Everyone will get COVID. Some of you will get it more than once. Many of you have had it and didn't even know it. Number 2, accept that masks or vaccines or anything else, nothing you can do will prevent the spread of COVID. We've learned that with our leaders just recently, from President Joe Biden, Senators, Joe Manchin and Dick Durbin, even the High Priest of American Healthcare, Anthony Fauci. They've all contracted COVID, and these are the most masked up, vaccinated, boosted, protected people from COVID on the entire planet. And they all got COVID. So just accept that. And number 3, accept responsibility for your own health care. Stop trusting government to manage your health care. Every one of us is completely different. You need to look at your own life. Are you an at-risk person for COVID? If I were 80 years old, obese, had asthma, I'm going to be thinking about COVID every second of every day and protecting myself accordingly. On the other hand, if I am a low-risk person, say I'm 30 years old, a professional athlete, I'm not going to give 2 seconds of thought towards this. If I had kids in school, I would not mask them up. I would not give them a vaccine. I would even thrust them into a room full of barking, hacking, snotty-nosed kids because that's the way their immune system grows and is strengthened. And your immune system, your natural immune system, is the greatest defense against COVID or any other disease. And of course, we know from the science, even if my child contracts COVID, it's going to be less harmful than the common cold. So I'm not going to think about it. And lastly, as an adult, keep your immune system healthy. Eat right, exercise, all this stuff, but it's on you. And as far as masks go, Dr. Fauci said the only mask that really works is the N95 or the KN95, which is just the Chinese version of the N95. So if you're afraid of this thing, grab one of those masks, wear it correctly. They're rated as 95% effective against the virus, but don't force anybody else to do anything. You take care of yourself. And lastly, number 4, accept your own eventual demise. I hate to tell you this, but every one of us is going to die. I turned 65 this year, and I've spent so much time on the CDC website the last couple of years. I noticed somewhere along the way that when you're 65, you have a 4% chance of dying. 4 out of 100 people will die who are 65 in this country. Now, COVID, remember when we just were screaming about the death rates? Well, for my age, it's less than 1%, so that adds just a tick. So yeah, there's 4-5% chance I will die this year. But you know what's cool? I'm fine with that. I believe in Jesus. I'm a Christian. Honestly, it gives me so much joy and comfort to live my life fully right now, every day. When it happens, and I'm okay with that.